to crown this season's champion. Welcome, folks, to Allegiant Stadium, the home of the Raiders, right off the Las Vegas Strip, as we'll see the number 24th ranked team in the country, the Washington State Cougars, against the 18th ranked team, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Handoff here from the shotgun. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
So 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss of the play. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
He'll throw it now. Grab down the middle. It's Washington. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
If that cornerback's going to have outside leverage on 3rd down, he's basically giving you the quick slant. Good read and a nice throw for the first.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Caught behind the line. It's ETN. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Washington State. We've got a conference championship on the line here. What a start for the offense.
Man, I just want to give a lot of credit to the quarterback and the offensive line. They really set the tone here on this drive, allowing this offense to be able to make the plays that they needed to give them this lead here early.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Handed off out of the shotgun. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Back to throw. It's Nunez. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. The receiver makes the catch. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. Man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
Washington State's offense back on the field now. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the mark.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Deep shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it.
It's blocked. Oh, they scoop it up. Can they make something happen here? Across midfield. The 30. Inside the 20. Inside the 10. After the block PAT, the special teams coach hoping for better execution here on the kickoff. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Fresno State offense is back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. He's in the clear. Out past the 30. Crosses the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. The Washington State offense back out on the field now. The last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Breaks free. It's past the 35. Powering through the defender. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Looking to pass. It's Hussein. Lets it go quickly. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Washington State has moved into the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Washington State.
Chris, remember in college football, it's just 1 foot down to be able to count for a touchdown. Does a great job towards the back line there. Doesn't go out of bounds. Goes up into the air and gets that 1 foot down. That's good. That's a score.
Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 23, brought it out and tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Looking to throw it on first down. Running back grabs it on a screen. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
We got some ground to make up. 2nd and long from the 15. Looking downfield, it's Nunez. Makes a quick catch. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that.
Breaks into the clear. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Boy, there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than to give up a first down on a big run like that on 3rd down. You've got them where you want them, probably thinking that they're going to throw the ball. Instead, they run it and gash you for a huge gain on the ground.
They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And Kirk, Washington State has the lead here. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, the defense would not be denied on this play. They come up with a sack. Quarterback really didn't have much of a chance at all. Lucky he just held on to the ball.
So here they come on 4th and long. Giving up that sack earlier has made this a huge challenge. 4th down. He's throwing for it. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Here comes the Cougars offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments. And catch made down inside the 25. They finally stop a big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
And looking to throw now on first down. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got a man down the middle. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there.
Chris, this guy is having a career day, and we're only in the first half. 2 touchdowns. Here's a great conversion. This guy right now is playing in a zone.
Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington State.
What a call with a play action down inside the 5-yard line. Completely froze the defense. Their eyes are in the backfield, locked in on the quarterback. They lost focus on where he might be throwing the football. Made an easy read for the quarterback and a touchdown.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Bulldogs offense back on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. To throw, it's Nunez. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Here's the throw deep downfield. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, the offensive coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. See if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Delivers quickly to the left side, and this one is caught. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tailback takes the handoff again. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
To the air, it's Nunez. Looking deep downfield to the left. He makes the grab at the 30 and still going. He make the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Trying to find some room. It's Valentine. And that run produces a decent gain.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Valentine. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Here comes a gamble. Offense on the field, going for it on fourth down. Looking for a receiver. Short throw complete to the tight end. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. Off the play fake on first down. Looking deep down the left side. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State.
Well, you talk about a dream performance by this guy. That's his 4th receiving touchdown of this game. We knew he'd have chances to make plays, but I don't think anybody expected 4 touchdowns.
And now the try for the two-point conversion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. The receiver grabs it. And he makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after to scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. And there's the handoff. Look out, room to run here.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Now it's second down here. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Not only does the defense stack him up at the point of attack, but he was instantly pushed backwards. The defense was prepared to defend the RPO.
It's a quick grab. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On first down, it's play action. Quick throw to the left side. He makes the grab. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a first down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense and good position to take that throw away.
To throw, it's Nunez. Back-to-back deep shots. Caught near the goal line. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Chris, obviously the first half has been less than stellar, to put it mildly, but this could be a jolt. This is something they can build off when they get back out here at halftime.
Now the important point after attempt. Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So a little under 30 seconds to go in the half. We'll see how they play this here in 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for a man deep on the right side. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I really love what they're doing with this plan today. Moving this wide receiver around, not allowing the defense to lock in on him, and he has had a big day today. Keep throwing in the rock.
Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage, looked like a big play, if not a touchdown, and the receiver just dropped the ball.
Looking to scramble. Doesn't get rid of the ball. Trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. And here comes the punter onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the fake doesn't work. Will the head coach pay for that decision? That fooled absolutely no one. They were all over that. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
Now the try for 2. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. What have they got cooked up for this two-point conversion attempt? Dropping back. It's Nunez. Running out of time in the pocket. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he is stopped short. The two-point try fails. He can't cut this lead further.
Washington State, 35. Fresno State.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team all over that to make the recovery. Football comes out. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Washington State, 35.
And they'll kick it away now to get this third quarter underway. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Fresno State offense back on the field. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter. Down by a couple of possessions. Breaks an open space. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Good throw by the quarterback off the RPO. They make the stop, but not before a solid game that time.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as...
Oh, and he fumbles. Defense makes the recovery, a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Here comes the Wazoo offense back on the field. Play action here on first down. Oh, the pass is picked off. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And here's the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
I'd love to see this from this running back. Let's not forget the last time they were out, he put the ball on the ground, but he has a short memory. Comes back out next time, gets the ball in his hands, delivers with a big-time run on this drive.
1st and 10 now for the offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Back to pass. It's Nunez. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Trying to bait this defensive line to believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for a lost yardage.
Using his legs, it's Valentine. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. This will be a 45-yard attempt. Knocks that one right down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. return starts just inside the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Washington State's offense back on the field now. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Snags a quick throw. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Getting set. Here's second down. Keeping it on the ground here. He's found some room at the 45. Here he goes. Past the 20. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Washington State.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Fresno State, 23.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Fresno State offense is back on the field. This is not the time to settle for field goals. They've got to find the end zone here. Defense is coming after him. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
First down and 10 now. A quick throw out left, complete. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a first down.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. With the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. Look at this result. Some positive yards.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Here's the second down play. Ball handed off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking to pass. It's Nunez. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
At the 25, it's second and 10. Can they make it a third and manageable here? spin, thrown out of the RPO. It is complete. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Or the quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff from the shotgun. Got the first down and still motoring. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And Kirk, Washington State has the lead here. They got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's review how we got here. So who's going to pick up the W as we begin the final quarter of play? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Moves out of the pocket. The ball is picked off. Could take it all the way. Past the 50. The 30. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Fresno State. A crucial pick six.
Chris, how about the defense coming up with a huge play here? Not only the turnover, but it leads them to a score with a touchdown on this interception. Now they're trying to get back into this game. They may have a shot to make it a lot closer than what we thought.
It's a fake BAT, looking to throw for it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
29.
And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. The Washington State offense back out on the field now. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Escapes the pocket. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards and sets up a nice 2nd and 2. The offense going with the hurry up. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looks like a deep shot here. And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here. Breaks into the open. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, the defense does exactly what they needed to get back into this game. It's a 2-possession game. With this interception and a quick score, they're right back in it.
And here comes the offense back out onto the field now. Quick throw, the catch is made. Powers through. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Hey, it's a nice way to start this drive off, but they've got a long way to go to be able to get this ball in the end zone. Then they got to get the ball back and score again. So positive yards, but doing it quickly is key.
Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Catch made on the right side. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. It's Nunez. Touchdown, Bulldogs, as they come roaring back now. This will be fun. Strange things happen when the conference championship trophy is on the line. 1-possession game, 4th quarter. Who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
37.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes the Cougars offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice game. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Oh, it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
You know how it is on these slant routes. They're much quicker than maybe the receiver's anticipating. To me, it looked like he misjudged this one, and he simply couldn't bring it in.
On third down, he drops to throw. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Now he's bringing it back. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
Running back has it on the screen now. Running with purpose.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
A play action looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
In the college game, it's very challenging for these quarterbacks to make full field reads. Here, surveying the defense in the middle of that coverage, very difficult to find an opening and make that throw.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. It's a 2-yard gain. Second and 8.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. But the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. He's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
And he's intercepted. Look out, he's in the clear. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
So the screen on first down is snuffed out nicely, and now they're behind the sticks here.
Yeah, the offense tried to fool this defense by going to screen on first down, but give the defense all the credit in the world. They're not fooled at all. Read that perfectly, able to chase that down for a loss.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, I thought we'd see this tied in all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Oh, that one really hurts for this defense. They get these guys to third down, a chance to maybe get them off the field, and they give up a first down late in the game. The clock will continue to roll.
Less than 2 minutes from a conference championship. Can they keep the football and secure the win? And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to throw it again. Caught quickly. They lose the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. First down. Looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Closing in on a conference championship. This offense trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, when you're trying to close a game out, this is the kind of play that you need. Exactly. The quarterback makes a great throw. Good effort by the receiver. They pick up the first down, and now they can continue to work that clock to be able to secure this W.
They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Less than 2 minutes from a conference championship. Can they keep the football and secure the win? A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's got room to run. They finally make the stop, but a chunk play there moves the ball inside the 10. First and goal. They play this right and can pretty much put the game on ice. Leaning on the run game here late. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They look to throw it here on second down. Running back grabs it on a screen. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Well, that completion gets them a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
Gaines sets up a third down and goal from the 6. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got it near the end zone. The defense makes the stop at the 3.
Boy, what an incredible job here by this defense on third down. Now to set up a pivotal fourth down play. Question is, does the offense go for it and be aggressive, or do they punt it away and trust their defense to get a win?
The pass ball's incomplete. A big fourth down stop for this defense.
Man, I am shocked that they went for this here on fourth down. Playing with the lead, I think they must have saw something that they felt they could come up with that easy completion, but so much for that. We got ourselves a situation here now and a real chance for a classic.
And it's hauled in. What a catch. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. Back to pass. It's Nunez. Looking for a late deep throw. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they fail to hook up on this one, but you got to really like the position that they're in right now. Building some momentum. They cut into this lead down to 1 score. Now they just have to keep finding ways to move the ball down the field. They have a shot to come back and win this game.
Looking deep for late game heroics. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Nearly intercepted there. That was almost the ball game, but it does set up fourth down. Down 1 possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. Looking to throw for the first down. Looking for a late deep shot. And the catch is made at the 25. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, what a grab! Touchdown, Fresno State. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Chris, what a drive by this offense to put the go-ahead score up with under 10 seconds to go. You know, as a quarterback, you hope for opportunities like this, and this offense and the